Hello everyone. This is just a quick Blackboard video that I'm making just to show you how to do a couple of things in Blackboard, particularly in my classes. So I'm going to show you how to basically open up the syllabus. I'm going to show you how to participate in a discussion board. I'll show you how to engage and activate an exam, and I'll show you how to upload a written assignment. This only applies to my classes, although other professors might do something similar. I really can't speak to what they're doing in their classes. So I'm going to go through this a little bit. Hopefully it's helpful, and hopefully it makes the process a little bit easier. Okay. Now, I'm just going to pick one of my online psych courses. The process is going to be very similar to any of the online psych courses with me that you're going to be taking. Okay. So let me pick, let's start with this one. So your course title and everything else might look a little different. Your Blackboard screen might look a little bit different, but the general sense of it should be fairly similar. Okay, so let me open this here. And as soon as I open the course, what you're going to see is very similar to what I'm going to see. It's not exactly the same, obviously, but it's similar. And what you'll see on the left side here, I will almost always have something that says syllabus, PowerPoint slides, video links, discussions, written submissions, exams. Okay, these other things are here. I won't really be using them for the course. Okay, so let's start with announcements. Any announcements that I send, I always forward to your email automatically. So just make sure your email's up and running, usually the Kingsborough email address. Make sure that's up and running, but any email that I send will go, any announcement that I make will go automatically to email. It'll also appear here if it's recent. If you want to see all of the announcements, you click on announcements and it's going to show you all of the most recent announcements. Okay, now, obviously these announcements might not apply to you if you're not in this class. It's just an example. Okay, so next, syllabus. You click on the syllabus folder here and then you will see, you'll see that it says syllabus, and now this is just linked to a document and it'll ask you to open it or save it. If you click on open it, it will open, and then this is one of the versions of one of my syllabi. My syllabi typically follow a similar format. It's the contact and personal information, the office hours location, learning objectives, description of the course, and then at the end of my syllabi is always a schedule. Okay, and again, depending on what semester you take this course, this might not apply to you, so don't worry about that so much. Okay, but just understand that this is the format. This is typically how they go, and but it might not necessarily apply to you. Okay, next, PowerPoint slides. This works the same way as the syllabus does. So in the PowerPoint slides, these are the PowerPoint decks. They're named accordingly, and you do the same thing. You click on it. It will ask you to save it or open it. You click on OK. I'm not going to do that now, and it'll download the file, and you'll have the PowerPoints. Okay. Some of my classes I put in video links. For this class and others, I'll have put in a link to this video that I'm making now, which will be uploaded onto YouTube. So when you click on video links, a document will open up, and then you will see all of the video links, and they're titled. Okay, they're titled by topic. So this one is actually the one that I'm remaking right now, because apparently when I made this one the first time, it was just my wallpaper because one of the settings was off in some way. Whoops, excuse me, I moved the wrong thing here. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Okay. So next, discussions. So this one's a little bit complicated for some people. So with discussions, yours won't look the same as mine. You'll only see one discussion at a time, the one that's available and due that week. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to participate in a discussion board. So this one I used as an example earlier, so you'll be seeing my discussion board. So I actually won't do that one. I'll do this one, so you'll see what it looks like when it's blank. So if you want to participate in the discussion, you click on the discussion and you create thread. When you create thread, it's going to ask you for a title or the subject. So you pick whichever subject you want. Obviously, don't use that as your subject. And then you respond to the discussion board prompt. Okay, and this is the prompt. Okay, your response here. And once you've responded, you click you could either save it as draft, come back, work on it later, or click submit. Okay. Once somebody clicks submit, when you go back into the discussion forum, you'll see what they had done. And you can then either create your own thread or respond to this person. So if you click on that, you can now reply to this guy that posted. Reply. And then subject. Good job. Okay, then you can submit. Okay, pretty simple. I have administrative privileges, so you might not be able to do this, but I'm going to delete those posts, obviously, because they're not helpful here. I don't remember if you can delete or not, so just be careful what you post. Make sure that it's thoughtful and appropriate and everything else, okay? Now, next, written submissions. Again, yours is going to look a little bit different. You're only going to see one assignment because I usually allow one assignment to be available at a time so it doesn't get too confusing. And then you'll pick your assignment. So let's say you're going to do this assignment. Okay. It tells you when it's due. It tells you how many points it's worth. And now it gives you the assignment instructions. Okay. So these are the instructions. And in this case, the assignment has an article attached or a document. So if you want to read the document, you click on it. It's linked in. Linked into the document, right? And then this article pops up. You can read it and then go back to your questions. Okay. Now, there are two different ways to submit. Okay. One way is to just write your own submission. And if you click on write your submission, your answer goes here. Another way to do it is by uploading a file. So you can work on it on a Word doc or on a Pages doc, save it, and then attach it. So you browse your computer. If you click on that, you see what's available. Okay. And then you pick the right file, and then you click open. It's not highlighted there because I didn't click a file. And you'll see that it's uploaded here. And then you click down further on the screen, which you can't see. Hold on one second. If you scroll down a little bit further, you should see it now. And it says submit. Okay, and you click submit, and then that will submit your post, your assignment. You only get one chance to submit, so make sure what you're submitting is ready to be viewed by me, and then you can submit. Okay, now last, exams. Okay, so again, you won't see any exams until an exam becomes available, and you'll only see one exam at a time. But let's say I am going to do this exam. So you click on exam. And then it's going to give you the instructions first. The exam has not started yet, okay? Usually my exams will have the time limit of the current exam up here and how much time's left, etc. I actually did this exam. That's why it says my remaining time is 0 seconds, because I actually did this once and I didn't delete it. But it'll tell you how much time the exam has. Sometimes it'll tell you how many questions, etc. So now you click on continue. And it gives you a description, and now the exam has officially started. The exam doesn't start until you click continue. Okay, once you click continue, the clock starts, and that's it. You have to finish the exam at that point. Okay, you can't restart it, you can't take it a second time. Okay, and you go through all the questions, you'll see one at a time. Once you're done with all the questions, you'll click submit, and it'll submit. It's meant to auto-submit, so if you run out of time, it'll submit whatever you've done. But obviously, it's better if you submit on your own. That way you know you've gone through all of the questions. Okay? Okay, well, that's pretty much it. If you open up this tab in yours, you should see your current grades, everything that you have submitted that hasn't been graded yet, and everything that you have submitted that has been graded, and you can see what your grades are across the board. And typically with my online courses, I just run a cumulative total. So each assignment is worth a number. That number is a % of your grade, usually equal to that number. So if it says 10 points, it's 10%. And you can see how you're doing throughout the semester. Okay, so that's it. That's just the very brief video on how to kind of navigate tabs through Blackboard, how to submit assignments. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to email me. Hopefully that was helpful.